Okay, my name's Mick Cooper and I'm the writer of Stuff at 24/7 this year. Yeah, Stuff is the story about a couple who can't have children, or rather the guy is infertile, and a friend of theirs comes round to their house at the start of the play and goes, I've had this wonderful idea, guys. I'm dying, so I'm going to freeze you my stuff and give you that as a present. And aren't I a wonderful friend for doing that? So here you go. And that's the play. The play's about whether that is actually a good idea or not, and whether that's an appropriate present from a dying man.
Nah.
It kind of came from... I like taking ideas and sort of twisting them. I like real things, and a lot of stuff I write is about very modern, real problems and real situations. And friends of ours a few years ago had a baby, and I sort of thought, well, what if it's someone else's? Well, what if it's someone else's and they're okay with that idea? And what if why would they be okay with that idea? And is it, oh, it's because he's dying, so why is he then able to give this? And it just sort of got twisted and twisted and twisted until we arrived at the play we're at today.
Hi. Ah. Oh, hello.
The narrative structure of Stuff has, in a way, in a big way actually, been really influenced by the work I've done at 24/7. About a year ago, when I first finished the play, it was a much bigger story. It was the story of kind of what you'll see over the festival, but then the preceding 9 months of what happened after that, after they made the decision yes or no. And had more characters in, and it was just a bigger universe. Whereas through the work I've done at 24/7, it was very much a realisation that to make it a much more condensed drama, and hopefully made it a lot more intense for a one-act play festival. So that's where the narratives come from.
My name is Xavier Rupert Lockwood. I am of sound mind and body, and by the time you see this, I'll be dead. Which calls to question how sound of body I am.
The language is very much a way I like the way that certain characters speak, where it is a nice mix of comedy and drama and darkness, but where people are being funny because they love each other and they're able to make light of very dark situations. And I always find that really interesting. I mean, that's a very useful way of looking at people. There's nothing that should be repeated on camera that's in my play that I like. There's some beautiful euphemisms for semen in my play, but best line. Oh, I don't know.
I've got you both a present. Darling, speaking of devil, how are you? What, tomorrow? Tonight? Yeah, sounds good. Listen, can you make it 8 o'clock? I've got to do something first.
I like the phrase shame custard. I think the phrase shame custard's a marvellous piece of English language, and I love the fact it exists in my play. It makes it worse for the fact that I didn't even write it, a friend of mine suggested it.
Change your plan.
It taught me to make things simple. It taught me that you can have these really big ideas, and that they don't need to be big stories. They don't need to cover decades and years. And so you can have really big issues solved in an hour, and you can have them solved in one front room. And it's made me go back through both not only the scripts I've wrote previously and the script I'm working on now, and just really condense things and just not worry about covering every single base, but just rather making what you've got as good as it can be, and not just spreading yourself out too thin. I'm a very ambitious person. I'm a very ambitious writer. I'd like to see it go on I'd like to see it go on tour. I'd like to see more people come and see it. I'd like to see it not only do hopefully as well as it can do it 24/7. I'd like to see it go around the country. If it can come close to any of the success of some of the more successful shows that have been on at 24/7, that would be great. It's got, because it's quite a simple story, it works in terms of the people and the setting. It works in my head fairly well in terms of any medium. It could work as radio, it could work as a film, it could work in any sort of medium because it's nothing too bizarre or too out there. And it is a story as opposed to anything else. But yeah, just in any medium that would mean more people would come and see it, I'm happy with.